Wednesday. Hump day. Biller hates Wednesday. He hates it. It's Wednesday. Freaking square. How's it going today, Chris?
Going all right. Like you said, it was a decent card yesterday. A small card. Now we got a great set of games today. I think we got 11 NBA. We got 9 NHL. Or sorry, 4 NHL, 9 NHL tomorrow. Um, World Series could be closed out. Exciting day of action.
How about you, Jay? How's it going? Big card today.
November 1st, new month, new goals, new opportunities.
And
Nice NBA card.
WWKD. WWKD today.
Nice NBA card. And of course, one win away, man, from the first World Series championship in franchise history. Oh my God.
They haven't won it yet. But
I know.
It's not over
One
till it's
win away.
over.
It's not over till
Anyways,
it's over. I got a chance to do it today. We'll talk about it here in a second.
what would Kawhi do? That's really what today is all about. He's got the question mark next to his name, him and Paul George for tonight's game against the Lakers, playing on a back-to-back. Man. WWKD. It is the second week of the season. James Harden not playing yet for the Clips. So I started boot camp today, workout. Almost killed myself. It's a half hour of workouts per day. Just intense, like, circuits. And I just almost dropped that. It's like, man, I'm doing the lunges. I'm like, man, I haven't lunged in a while. It's been a long time since I've been lunging. I'll get it, though. Then I had a meeting. They want me to use a signature on my email. What should I put as my signature? It's like, I don't use those. But what would my title be? It's like, President's too formal. I think I'd be the guy that signs the checks.
There's a bunch of different ways we could go with this one.
There's a lot of ways we can go. It's an open-ended question, and one that may never be answered. What do you think the odds of them getting me to put that signature on my email is? What do you think the chances of that happening? Of me being on something that's official and professional.
As much as me making out of a boot camp class without sweating.
Yeah, about zero chance.
Yeah.
It's like all you have to do is say it looks more professional. I don't think so.
That's not the look we're going for here.
It's like, hold on. I'm using my sleeve as my napkin. Hang on, I got some mustard on it.
You'll have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
I just don't think that's kind of like our way, It's like
No,
a little different way.
That's not how we operate.
Not how we operate. I'm not saying we can't. Just saying. It was like when I joined the country. It was like when I joined the country club. A lot of people thought I couldn't pull it off, but I could. I did it. Yeah. Like, no way you could do it. I did it. Didn't get along with the other members, but I did it. Guy was yelling at me. I'm going to speak for your 6-iron. You stink. Guy's like yelling at me about the club rules, and I said, look, I've seen you play. You stink. Like, what you did to that 6-iron out there, it's just unfair for everybody, including the 6-iron. The manager of the club had to come downstairs. Guy wanted to go out to the parking lot. Yeah, I have a way with people. Jay, Spurs get it done last night. I didn't see it, but I know Big Al was really excited. He texted us.
Yeah, that was a crazy, hell of a comeback. KD, real soft there, man. I mean, he might have got fouled, but you can't let Kelly Johnson rip the ball from you in a 1 point game with 5 seconds left, right there by the basket. You just can't let it happen. You can't let it happen. You got to sell the foul. You got to do anything but what he did. And hey, shout out them Spurs, man. A feisty team, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, they're better than
Scrappy
just
bunch.
Wimby. And Wimby, I think, is going to be a solid piece for them, man. He's once he grows, man, he's gonna be, one of the best players in the league. But
Solid piece of what?
he's still raw. He's still raw.
You opened it. You opened the door.
But
I walked through it.
I like what I've seen, and the Spurs, I like what I'm seeing.
Chris, let's talk about leftovers of the candy from last night.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Jay, any trick or treaters?
Nah, no trick or treaters.
No. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, we had a few. We actually got rid of all our candy.
Really? Did you shake any of them down? Like what do you got in there? Anything good?
No, I'm not the shaker.
We had some. We had some.
And how much is left?
I think we have 4 candy bars left.
Okay, that's not bad.
Maybe 3. Well, I ate 2 last night, so.
Okay. Ugh.
I'm done with Maction already. It came, it went.
Yeah.
I'm good.
one day's worth of action. We already said, yep.
Yeah, I'm good. It's like that now that they have games every day of the week anyhow. It's like I'm good.
Yeah.
Especially with NBA and then Monday, 83 college basketball games.
Yeah.
Jay, you got those games all handicapped and laid out and ready to go for Monday?
For when?
Monday. It's 83 games. We'll be going over each one in detail here on the show. It's going to be a long one, but, we got time. We're not going
I'm
anywhere.
not ready.
Well, better read that Blue Ribbon Journal. Did we send him the Blue Ribbon Journal? Chris, you know where it is? You have it? Let's make sure Jay has a copy.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Throw it in the
Ooh,
because you really do need to be able to talk about Southern Utah and Cal State Bakersfield. I mean,
damn right, the Roadrunners.
100%.
Yep. How many Salukis are there? More than one, right?
If when we bring you Bowling Green, Chicago State, you better not miss.
Yep.
Clemson, Winthrop.
Winthrop.
Oh Lord.
They already sounded waspy enough before you transpose the letters, but I think at Winthrop it sounds even waspier than Winthrop.
The Citadel and NC State.
Rod before he had his teeth. He'd be like, the Citadel. It's like, you said Citadel. I did not. He gets all mad. He's spitting into the mic. It's like, clearly sounded like Citadel. I don't think anyone has more fun with college basketball than we do. It's like we've already covered, by the time anybody else even picks up college basketball, we've already covered thousands of games.
My alma mater playing the real A&M Commerce versus A&M. Okay,
That's gonna be a good one. That's a grudge match.
Texas versus Incarnate Word.
Word up, bitches.
Word up.
Yep.
A lot of games.
Mid-season form over here. There's actually a few good ones in there too.
Not really.
Chris, what game are you looking most forward to?
I'm scouring the card right now just to see. How
about Delaware State, Penn State?
Hold me back.
Alabama State against Ole Miss. That's gonna be a dog chow.
I need to do my homework on Louisiana Tech. They've been one of my teams the last few years.
In hoops?
Yeah.
Screw those guys. They're going nowhere. They're a poor man's Lipscomb.
I think USC Kansas State's the one I'm looking forward to the
Kansas
most.
State's gonna kick the shit out of them.
I know they are, but
What about Syracuse, New Hampshire? There'll be a lot of ass slapping going on that. The post Jim Boeheim era underway. I like that Mick Cronin's really stepping it up this year in the early action, taking on St. Francis, Pennsylvania. It's always like, which St. Francis, Brooklyn or Pennsylvania?
James Madison, do they be hooping in hoops?
Oh yeah, JMU.
They got Michigan State first game. That should be a decent one.
Oh, we got the Minnesota Bethune Cookman matchup. Got to prepare on those HBCUs for Friday nights. HBCUs and Mondays.
Mondays, yeah.
Mondays, man. There's usually only 2 games, 2 or 3 major conference games, and then all the HBCUs play on Monday. So we cover them extensively.
The SWACtion.
The SWAC and the MEAC, right? Is the other one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing like a little bit of Alabama.
I own
A&M
that SWAC, man. I own it. Roman always
like
got
Alabama.
the Prairie View A&M hat, trying to scoop us. Don't even think you know.
Is Abilene Christian all the way this year?
Abilene, they're in the whack, man. They're big. How about Houston?
Nothing like
Did Houston Baptist become Houston Christian? Is that what happened a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Kind of like the eggs and how the eggs were born.
FIU, UCF. Shouldn't be bad. There's some pretty crappy games on that card. Come to think of it.
It's like we were so happy, but now we're looking at it, we're like, oh.
Idaho, Washington State. Does Washington State still have that guy that's really, really freaking good? Or did he transfer out? I'll have to look at my blue ribbon. They had that one guy that was supposedly really good last year, but he was not Clay. It was like, oh, is this going to be the best player we've had since Clay? It's like, no, he's not. If he's the best player you've had since Clay, then you have a lot of crappy players in. So how about Chase Young to the 49ers?
Yeah, that's one of the guys I thought would move, and apparently the 49ers.
What kind of salary cap do they have cooking over there? Like Ncaaf re-signing these giant things.
That's what happens.
That cap.
That's what happens when your quarterback only gets paid $600,000 a year. That's what happens. You pay everybody else.
The Bears are going to bear, getting fleeced for Montez Sweat.
They got fleeced?
Yeah, they gave up a 2nd-round pick for him when the Niners gave up like a 6th-round pick for Chase Young.
Yeah, well, I think it's because Chase Young makes like $100 million a year. That's why he was cheaper. Is because no one wants to pick up a contract like that in a salary cap league. Chase Young makes like ridiculous, and you know what? Sweat might be under contract like for another year, while Chase Young is like in a free agent year. He's gonna want even more money. Yeah. Get your shit together over there. Remember who you're talking to. We're not your Twitter gang. We're not the gang over at Spago.
I need to go see the game.
Jay's like, don't be dissing my Spago crowd.
I gotta go see the game, man. I'm gonna go after the F1 race, after it chill down, after Vegas chill a little bit. I'm gonna go see the gang in Spago.
I'm not going to the F1 racing, but I am thinking about going to the tournament. What is it, the first week of December, right? That could be fun. NBA tournament in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. That sounds fun.
That's going to be a good time. That's going to be awesome. That's the time to go. Chris is like, I could go to the NBA tournament in Vegas.
anything to go to Vegas even for a
It's like
weekend.
I'm staying the hell away from Pac-Man Jones. You get him near the NBA, it's like Vegas is bad. All right. I guess we're at that point of the show where we should actually talk about the games.
Let's do it.
Los Serpientes versus the Rangers. Game 5. It could be all but over for the Diamondbacks. Now, I didn't see last night because I turned it off. It was 10-0. How'd it get to 7? How'd they get 7?
Late. Bullpen. Doing what they do.
Okay. Well, tonight could be the night. Nathan Eovaldi on the mound up against Zach Gallen. Eovaldi's been an escape artist, man, this season. He really has. But that's part of it, He's gotten off the hook, but he's gotten himself off the hook. It's not like he got lucky. He has not had to pay for his mistakes. Chris, do you have any opinion on this game?
Yeah, this is. I did have a premium on this one. I haven't been able to really get a good feel for this series, but out of the goodness of my heart, I want Jay to be able to go see a series clinching game. So, so I'm gonna take the Diamondbacks here, just because it's what I do. I'm a nice guy. I want Jay to be able to experience this and see it in person, even if it is an arm and a leg for standing room only. But it's just I see this game. It's just like I can't think that the Diamondbacks are going to go out, without a fight like this. I mean, it's been one of them, a couple of one-sided games in this World Series. I think we're going to get an exciting one here. Game one where we saw these two teams go out, it was probably the best game of the series. These pitchers go out, it was probably the best of the series. And if you're Arizona, this is where you need your staff ace to come in and play. Gallen's been up and down in the postseason, but I think he could probably have his best outing of the series here. I mean, finally gets to pitch back at home. He pitches better baseball this season. So give me the Diamondbacks. And if the Rangers close it out, well, kudos to them. But I think this one's going one more.
Chris, I appreciate you wanting to have me have that experience. It takes a real friend to want to see his friend experience something like that.
That's what I do.
The problem is the same problem I've addressed all postseason. This team has not lost a game on the road. I would love to see this team come here and close it out, but I would love even more to see this team win the World Series, and they got an opportunity to do that tonight. Evo did get hit in that first game. He did. It was kind of it was kind of weary. He was going to take the loss if what happened didn't happen. 4.5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 earned. But the Rangers offense backed him up, and he's yet to lose this postseason as well. Taking the Rangers here, man. I think they close them out on the road. I think they jump in the pool in Arizona. Corey Seager, man. Big-time players make big-time plays. Marcus Semien has actually showed up here recently, and it's next man up. I love Travis Janikowski, played extremely well yesterday, filling in for Adolis. Of course, he's not Adolis, but he did what he needed to do in that lineup. Leclerc still looks good to close it out. I think Eovaldi does go pretty deep here, and if the Rangers look like they have a solid chance to win this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they went Evo Montgomery. I wouldn't be surprised to close them out. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they threw the kitchen fence here in a closeout game. They might not, but they might, depending on how things shake out.
Well, that was daring right there. They might. That was Ruffolo. It's like maybe he's rubbing off on you, sitting next to you.
They might not. It's weird.
They could win. They could
No,
lose.
they're gonna. I think they win, but I'm saying who's gonna be pitching the game. Say they have a 5-2 lead. I could see Montgomery coming in after Evo or something like that. Maybe, maybe not. I'm taking the Rangers here in this one. Though. I think they get it done. They're the better team. They're playing the better baseball. Even though the Diamondbacks have the more hits and all that, the Rangers just do it timely, and that's what they've done all postseason. Yet to lose on the road. I gotta take them here.
I don't know. I either like the over or Los Serpientes. Maybe I'll just parlay those two. I think the Rangers will have their chances at home, like Chris said. I think where will the parade be?
Dallas.
Dallas? You going?
Of course.
You're gonna like get wasted and like start
Of
screaming,
course.
take your shirt off and shit.
Of course.
Waving it around.
Of course. It would be my first one as an adult. Of course.
Okay.
The city ain't had a championship since 2011 when the Mavs did it, man. It's a long time. Dallas is a sports town, too. So I'm going to enjoy this one if they get it done. They ain't did it yet. Hey, it's a true story. Last time we were up in the World Series, man, me and my dad standing outside Academy waiting to get our World Series gear, man, when Nelson Cruz dropped that ball in left field. So I've been through it. I was 11. I've been through it. Hopefully these boys can close them out tonight, man. We'll see.
I don't think they make any more money. I don't think the teams make any more money if it extends. I don't know if baseball even does too. This is gonna probably be. I haven't seen any TV rankings or anything, but my guess is this is gonna be the lowest watched World Series of all time. Viewership. Nothing to do with the quality of the play or anything like that. It's just Arizona against Texas. That's the only reason.
Yep.
And Jay will be like me in 20 years. I call his old stuff, his old ring lying around, getting dusty. At least we got it.
Got it.
Yeah, we had our day, man. We had our day. I think we're still going to have our day. I think we're still going to have our day. My team's made it to the championship every single sport last year except for football and college football. And I didn't win any.
I mean, my team's
They
good
made
too.
it in every single sport. The
team
Marlins
too.
made the playoffs. The
Or the
Heat made it to
championship.
the finals. The Panthers made it to the finals. The Hurricanes basketball made it to the Final Four. Nobody won anything. But for the Hurricanes to go to the Final Four, that was like winning it all. In college basketball, making it to the Final Four is about as close to winning it all as you can get. Final Four trip. A Final Four trip is seen same as in regard to a championship. Say the people that haven't won the championship just made the Final Four.
Yeah, that's the argument because in college basketball they hang the Final Four banners in the arenas, and they don't shun upon that. But people were laughing at Cincinnati for putting college football playoff up in their stadium. What do you think about that? Same thing.
I think college football playoff and that is about the same. Michigan probably has it. Michigan probably did it because they have nothing. You know, they've won nothing at all in a very, very long time. They have half a national title.
ECU did it as well.
They won half a national title that they split with a team that, if they played head to head, would have kicked their ass every way to Sunday. I mean, they would have gotten slaughtered.
Did you see the college football rankings?
I don't watch it until the end.
Mitch, man. Oof. Do you want to know or do you not want to know?
I can already tell you who it is.
Tell me.
Michigan,
Wrong.
Ohio State,
Nope.
Who
Georgia.
do you think they have won? Who do you think's 1-2? 1-2.
Michigan is 1. Georgia's probably 2. Ohio State 3. And probably Probably Alabama 4 or Florida State's like 5, bitching like crazy. Or
They got Ohio State 1, Georgia 2, I think Michigan 3,
Florida State 4.
Florida State 4. So Ohio State beat Notre Dame. Michigan does not have a win over a good team. They have 0 wins over a good team. So I can't see Kirby Smart is now going to say, why are we not number 1? And he has a valid point. I mean, well, you haven't played anybody this year. Oh, the eye test. How about this eye test? We've won 26 games in a row. How's that for the eye test?
I just thought that was crazy that Ohio State jumped them.
They're giving big credit for that win over Notre Dame. Is what they're doing.
And then you got Washington 5, Oregon 6, Texas 7, Alabama 8.
Okay.
All those teams will play each other. So, like, Texas will have to play in the championship of the Big 12 if they make it that far. If they don't lose this weekend, which they will. Oklahoma will go because they beat Texas head-to-head, so they have a tiebreaker on them. If they don't lose again, also.
Texas will get that revenge, though.
You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what I say, too. Georgia, number 1. For that reason only, They haven't lost. You want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Jay didn't want to hear it. It's out of here. It's like, beat him without a Dulles. No candy left, Chris? Sure?
I swear to you, I would tell you if I did.
Sure you would.
You'd probably see the chocolate like all on my chin around or just off my lips still. Yeah, we got rid of everything yesterday. Fiance didn't want anything around her. She's like, get rid of it.
Anyways,
What would Kawhi do?
what would Kawhi do? All right, speaking of Kawhi, let's get to some hoops. We got a big schedule, and we're already a half hour in. We've only covered one game, which we already knew what Jay was going to pick in that one. So basically, we've got nowhere.
Wrote them all the
GJ,
way.
who do you like in the Cowboys against the anybody game? Me and Jay are hanging in the circa. We're still in there, man. We lost the little ground, right?
Yeah.
I think we lost ground, but I think there's less people tied with us up there, right? So we might actually be there's like less. We're in a lower position, but there's less ties. So it's like we can move quick. All it's going to take is a couple 5-0 weeks. That's it. All it's going to take. I wonder why Chris didn't join with us this year.
Oh. You right there.
We're right there, man. I got 2 entries.
I didn't know about it until you guys.
Oh, we didn't tell you. We didn't invite you. That's why. That's the answer.
That's why.
Yeah, figured we'd leave you on the outside looking in.
I'm used to it at this point.
We had a few bad bounces this week, but they'll average out over the course.
I have the ultimate bad bounce. I lost the San Francisco Rams game, so that's in there. With mine thing, I'd be a game up and 1 less loss. That's a tough one, to have it as. What are you guys doing today? Day after Halloween. Anyone else? Anyone go into a diabetic coma last night? Call 911. Anyone get any unwrapped candy?
Oh Lord.
I'm not the biggest candy guy. I'm not. I'm more of a sweet pastry type of guy. You feel me?
Unwrapped candy.
Yeah, but I don't think they're handing those out on Halloween.
Exactly. So I still got half a bag of candy in there. with like
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Jay's like gummies. I got half a bag. Got some gummies. Got some brownies. Got some. Well, the Portland Trailblazers have a basketball team, or at least that's what they want to call it. They're playing against the Pistons tonight in Detroit. 4-point dogs, 216 and a half. Jay, why don't you lead us off with some Scoot?
Yeah, man. I think Scoot and company with the Blazers are the worst team currently in the NBA. They did get a win in their last one, but I don't think it means much in the grand scheme of things. What I do think is the Detroit Pistons are head and shoulders better than the Trailblazers. I've loved what Monty Williams is doing with this young team. Cade Cunningham has been hooping. I'm hoping Duran plays tonight, but I'm on the Pistons. This should be a spot where they beat up on a bad team.
I'm taking the Pistons also. I think the Blazers are the worst team. I think they absolutely suck. I'm embarrassed for them. Chris?
Yeah, I think I have to as well. And that says a lot about my Raptors. They lost to them the other night, but yeah, this Blazer team I think is going nowhere fast. The Pistons just have a lot more upside, and I think they get it done here. So giving the Pistons as well.
All right. Bucks Raptors. Well, everyone knows I hate the Bucks. 5-point road dogs here. I don't know. I don't have a pick in this game. I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm going to take the Raptors here to bounce back after that Blazers, and the Bucks are just soft-ass pussies on the road. There. I said it for you, Chris. Don't have to worry. I covered you. You could say, whatever you like.
Did you? Because I have the Bucks in this game. I'm so done with the Toronto Raptors.
Well, because you love favorites, and you love saying Giannis.
I love saying Giannis. Don't always love favorites, but I'm just done with the Toronto Raptors. I mean, this is, I said before, it's a team that's going to struggle to score. They're going to try to win games with defense this season, and they probably will down the road, but I don't see this as one of those spots. I see the Milwaukee Bucks as the far better team. The Raptors still struggling to find their footing under their new coach, so give me the Bucks in this one.
Trying to stretch, man. My legs are tightening up.
Oh.
Like got my legs up.
I was like, hold on.
Update on Jalen Duren.
What's going on?
I said update on Jalen Duren a few minutes ago. They said he was not at shoot around, and Bagley had on first team jersey. So Duren probably won't play, but I still feel the same there. I think Bagley. We probably see Wiseman, and then Stewart.
No.
Yeah.
I hate Wiseman.
Ruffolo, who you took here? You took Milwaukee?
Of course he did. He loves Giannis.
He's a smart man. That's why.
He loves Giannis.
He
loves Giannis.
No, he knows this Raptors team is.
They're going to outright him. They're going to outright him. The Raptors are going to win outright.
No, you don't even
outright.
You don't even believe it.
I do believe it. Here, I'll bet it right now. You think I don't believe it? I dare you to not believe it. Jay's like, oh man.
I'm taking the Bucks with you.
Jay's like, there goes payroll. How much did we make on our YouTube channel last month?
Crap! We're all eating ramen this month.
Hey, we got 150,000 subscribers. Did you guys see that?
Hey,
150, 95 million views. That's sick. Don't you think that's huge? Freaking huge.
It's crazy. Glad to be a part of the team.
150,000. People publicly admit on their profile that they watch this shit. Yeah, I watch that shit. It's like me with my reality TV shows. It's like, yeah, I watch that shit.
Pretty cool.
I think Eric Pathy should be the Golden Bachelor next time. What do you guys
Oh my god!
think?
Sign him up. I think that'd be must see television.
Could you
That'd
imagine him? Just imagine him on like one of those like one-on-one dates. So let me pitch something to you.
Let me ask you.
What do you say about you and me going out? Just out of the blue.
Let me
Going out
ask
on
you
a yacht.
something. How much you looking to bet on this game?
Let me ask you something. Will you accept this rose?
My type of day is a nice cycle in the morning. I can see it. Line them up.
What am I getting on the Raptors money line here?
A donation.
Talking about.
Glad Jay said it. I was thinking of it, Jay said. I'm glad Jay said it.
Something went wrong. Let's give it another shot. Try
They
again.
trying to save you, Mitch. Don't do it.
They're like, so, wait, let's try this again. Maybe he's actually going to do it.
They trying to save you, man.
It's like when the crap stealer like signs your bet for you. It's like I'm fully capable of losing my own money over
Thank you very much, sir.
here. I thought this book had thrown me out. All right. What do we got next? It is the Hawks and the Wizards. Looking for the graphic. There we go. Chris, you want to take it or you want to think about what you've just done with that Bucks pick?
I mean, I can reflect
I
all
need
day
to
on
take some time and think about what you just did.
Oh boy. Well, I'll go on this one because I can think about it all day. I'm happy with it. But
With the Bucks?
give me the over. Oh yeah, 100%. This Raptors team's terrible, or at least the coaching's going to be terrible.
And the Bucks are good on the road?
Mitch, the
lesser.
Bucks are still going to be one of the best teams in the East.
Oh my God! Stop!
Mitch, they were the number one
Stop!
seed last year.
Oh,
They were the number one seed last year. Like,
and what happened? And what happened?
I know, but we're not talking about postseason. We're talking about regular
What
season.
happened to them?
They was the number one seed. So
Oh
yeah, they
my
played
God!
well
It
on
was
the road.
it was
You
it
wanna
was
know how
so
it was?
fast we hardly even knew him. It was
I'll tell
like we didn't even get a chance. We didn't get a chance to you put two dogs in the room. They kind of sniff each other, before they get to know each other. We didn't even get a sniff,
Milwaukee had
man.
the
The
best
series is
record in
over.
the NBA last year, Mitch. They were 26-17 straight up on the road last year, 60.5% win percentage on the road.
I just need to know what happened against the Heat. That's it.
I know what happened. I know. We're
It
well
wasn't
aware.
even close. It was domination.
But the Raptors are far from the Heat.
I don't know, man. The way the Heat are playing this year is pretty close.
Fair enough.
For me, this one I'm going to go with the over.
I like
These are
that.
two teams that just play little to no defense. I see this game getting into the 250s, sort of like a 125 to 121 kind of game. Some high 240s, low 250s. Give me the over here.
Man, I love y'all, all y'all on this show, man. So I'm just gonna give y'all this right here, right now. I think this is the best plus money spot on the whole board. I'm taking the Wizards straight up money line. Like, we taking that to the
Because
bank.
they got slaughtered by the Celtics, so the impression is that they're going to get their ass slaughtered again.
No, it's because the Hawks are a 50-50 team, and this is exactly what they do. We know about this team. This is the same team that lost to the Hornets already this season. So this is the same team that lost to the New York Knicks at the crib. I know they just won 2 games back to back, but they still were down 19 at half in their last game. It happened. I know they turned it up in the second half, but I don't know. I like this Wizards team. This Wizards team is a make or miss team. When their guys are hitting, they're going to win games. When they're off, they're going to get blown out. The Hawks defense doesn't scare me tonight. I see Poole having a nice game, Kuzma having a nice game. I think there's going to be a competitive game down the stretch and getting a nice plus money here with the Wizards in a live dog spot. I think it's a great place to be.
Yeah, I was thinking Hawks, but now after Jay just went through that whole Minnesota Twins bit, I think I am going to take the Wizards.
They are. That's who the Hawks are.
Yeah, I picked up on it. See, I'm perceptive. I'm not just sitting here. I'm not paying attention. Like Ruffolo. I'm actually drilled and dialed in here. Ruffalo's like, who said candy? That was 20 minutes ago, man.
What? There's candy? When did that happen? I missed it.
You missed it. Now we're moving into Thanksgiving. Pre-ordering pumpkin pie.
Oh.
Jay did the shows Thanksgiving. His whole family was on last year.
Yeah, I remember that.
Half times. Doing the same thing this year. Going to grandfather's.
It's the Cowboys play, so it's a thing. So probably be right there again this year. Cowboys always play at 3:30. We always eat right there at 3:30. Great. Who we play this year on Thanksgiving? Washington.
No Trey Young. No Chase Young. No Sweat. See the YouTube comments already. Yeah, you know why there's no Chase Young? Because he's not on the team. It's like,
no Harden.
No Harden. No Booker. No Zion.
No Beal.
No Beal. Come on. It's like more surprising if there is Beal.
Did you see that came out yesterday? Said he has no timetable for return.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's got a guaranteed contract and no timetable. Washington at Dallas, Green Bay at Detroit, San Francisco at Seattle. Not bad. Dolphins, Jets, Friday, November 24th, day after Thanksgiving game. What do you think of that? 3 p.m. What do you think of that?
I like that.
Day after the Thanksgiving NFL weekday.
We all
college football all day on that day.
We all sitting there anyway.
Well, it's college football. There's a million games of college football that day. And that Saturday is like Ohio State, Michigan, and all those games.
And I'll be watching the NFL. Isn't that
Auburn,
sad?
Alabama.
Who is that Friday game?
Miami and the Jets.
I'll be watching Miami Jets over whoever's on set college football.
Not me. Me, man.
Probably got some that day too.
You got like Nebraska against like some crappy and. It is TCU, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Iowa, Miami, Boston College, Toledo, Central Mich, Akron, Ohio, Utah State, New Mexico, Arkansas, Mizzou, Boise, Air Force, Texas, Texas Tech, Penn State, Michigan State, and Oregon, Oregon State.
A couple of them games. I gotta watch Texas, Texas Tech.
Oregon State, Oregon, man, is always big too. Civil War. They tried to end that series. And there's a game we on. Pacers, Celtics. Pacers for me. Hate the Celtics.
No Halliburton.
I don't care. It's in the line. Is Tatum playing? I'm taking the other team. Does
Yeah,
Lindy
I'd
have the
like to have.
PRA on points, rebounds, assist over on Tatum today? I like the under. I'd have to watch and give him the click. Sack of shit. He's like, he'd act like he'd accomplished something. Oh, I got an extra click today. Just see. Hate that guy. His guts, man.
I know.
You know why? Because he's a coward and a fraud. That's why. Anyone that takes a pot shot at you and then runs and hides, is a coward. It's like, man it up, man. Man up. I'm a good person because I said so myself. Because I'm a coward, a thief, and a fraud. It's like, I'm good, but I'm a good person because I say so. Douchebag. Blocked my ass. Me and Jay. Guilt by association, man. Blocked his ass. Blocked Jay's ass so fast. Jay's like, I didn't do anything. He's like mentioned in somebody else's tweet. He blocked him. Jay, who do you like?
I know.
We already know who you got, Chris. You got the Celtics. Jay,
Who
do you like?
What?
Jay's taking the Celtics also.
I actually have the Pacers, but okay.
Go ahead. Tell us about the Pacers. Man.
I'd like them a lot better if they had Tyrese Halliburton, but it's still a team that's like top 3 in the NBA and a lot of scoring metrics. I don't think the defense is that far off from Boston's to the point where we should be giving up 11.5 points. So I think the Celtics can keep within single digits. I'd like them to be able to go shot for shot with the Celtics here and keep them within the number.
All right, Jay Ruffolo's using all the smart guy words, talking about metrics. What do you got for us?
Pacers finna get ran off the floor.
Jay's taking all the favorites.
I'm not. I got plenty of dogs today.
Chalk. Well, you got the Bucks and the Celtics. You're basically the Dodgers and the Yankees, man.
I just took the Wizards on the money line. What are you talking about? But I'm laying it here with the Celtics. This is easy. Yes, Ruffolo, all those metrics are true, but I challenge you to go look up all the metrics last season with the Pacers without Halliburton. He is the motor, the engine, the transmission, the battery, the windshield wipers.
He Look at this guy. Celtics money line in the comments.
Yeah, I ain't laying that chalk.
Go somewhere else.
They're gonna run him out the gym.
We don't like to judge other people's picks except for that one.
They're gonna run him out the gym.
What's the line on this game that he's giving out a money line on the Celtics?
11.5.
Oh my God! What's the money line? Let me get it. I'll get you what the money line is.
615 minus 650.
No, it's got to be more than that. Boston, yeah, you're right. Minus 490, 505, 500, 487. So basically, you're going to bet $5 for every $1 you win. It's a good way to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking.
I think it's a lot. I think it's a lot, but that's neither here nor there. You're the better place.
It's a lock.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Lock of death.
It's a lot.
What if Tatum plays like he normally does? Like what if Tatum puts up his playoff numbers?
I would be genuinely surprised if the Celtics don't win by double digits in this game. I could see them winning by 10 maybe, on some the Pacers get the cover on some NBA shit, but I would be thoroughly surprised if they didn't win this game by double digits.
91% of the money line bets are. I got the wrong day up. Oh, that's not even the right. I'm not even looking at the right game on those odds. So the money line on this piece of crap is, it's still the same. 460, 455. 80%. Oh my God, this thing's like total. Oh, this one is Pacers all day. All day, day. All day.
The public win too, man.
Now they're going to get starched on this one. They're going to get starched.
We'll see.
Putting a premium in on the Pacers money line.
It's a good return if it hit. I ain't mad at you.
Just like, I'm not mad at you as long as you split the ticket with me. All right. Chris took the Pacers. Who do you hate more, Chris? The Bucks or the Pacers? Or the Bucks or the Celtics?
Celtics.
Why do you like Giannis so much?
I don't know. I just like him.
He's like your favorite player.
Yeah,
Love
I'd say
you.
so. He's one of them.
You love him. You love any guy with a name, because normally he'd be like saying Giannis.
Don't say don't bring up the name thing.
He loves saying it. Say it. Just get it out of your system. You can say it.
Antetokounmpo.
There you go. Jay says it. I've heard him say it too. He saves that shit for the drive-through. He knows that shit ain't flying here. It's like Mitch ain't watching the drive-through. I'll just say it here, man. It's okay. Heat against the Nets. You say, no way he's gonna give me shit about it if I say it on the drive-through. See, he'll watch this. That's what Ruffolo does his dirty work also. Same thing. He does the same thing. He starts breaking out half the roster. It's like if they got a name of more than 6 syllables, Ruffalo's working it on the drive-through. Oh, Tony comes back. Tony's like, nice enunciation there, Ruffalo.
For me in this one, man, it's a lot of injuries still up in the air. Cam Johnson out, Nick Claxton out, Dinwiddie game time decision. He probably won't play. Bam Adebayo, probable, but game time decision. Jimmy Butler, questionable. So a lot of injuries in this one. Thing is, here's my thoughts. If you fade the Heat every game this year blindly, at the end of the year, I promise you're going to be up money. It's going to happen. This team goes through the motions.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that they're not a money-making team is what I'm trying to say. And when it comes postseason, oh, yeah, we're going to be betting Jimmy Butler. He goes, Super Saiyan 2.0 in the postseason. But in the regular season, they go through the motions. And I could see the Nets competing here, if not winning it outright. So I'm taking the Nets plus the points, and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on the money line.
I like the Nets in this one. I just don't see the Heat covering this number. I think the Heat win the game. I just don't think they cover. I think in a day where the Bucks and the Celtics are both playing on the same day, I think the Heat know they have to show everybody exactly how it's played. They're going to win this one. Everyone's going to be talking about the Bucks and Celtics. I mean, imagine like being that team. It's like you're the one that went to the finals last year, and everyone's just talking about the Bucks and the Celtics. 2 teams that you beat the shit out of. The Celtics series went 7, but they won Game 7 in Boston. They slaughtered them. And the Bucks, what was it, 4-1 that series? We hardly even knew you.
But those teams got better. They lost and said, all right, we got to adjust. Miami, they still haven't adjusted. So the needle
haven't adjusted. We were missing Harrow. We still beat their ass.
Okay, but Harrow is not Damian Lillard. Harrow is not Drew Holiday. Harrow is not Kristaps.
Yeah, but we don't even have those. We didn't have those players to begin with, and we beat those guys. Holiday was on the Bucks. We beat their ass. He was just on the other team. So they had Holiday. Now they have Lillard. And who are they going to get next? Abbott and Costello. They're going to get whoever the hell they need.
Guys are going to be right there in the mix. I'm not just writing you off. I'm not. you know.
Well, they're defending Eastern Conference champions. If it was the Mavericks, you'd be like, oh my God. Last year,
I was.
you realize the Mavericks lost in the conference finals. It was like, oh my God. You said it probably every third game, even when the Mavericks weren't playing, you said that. Like, it was just like, it would be like every game. It would be like the Cavs against the Pistons. You'd be like, you realize the Mavs lost in the conference finals last year. It's like, yeah, but this is the Cavs and the Pistons. I know. I'm getting there.
Hey, where did that get me?
I'm getting there.
Where did that get me?
Well, you missed the playoffs.
Don't follow in my footsteps.
Do as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. Why is Boston minus 665 and the return on that is only plus 480 on the Pacers? How can I bet that? And live with myself.
What should it be?
I'm not getting juiced like that. It should be like plus 565 or plus 550. Not juicing me around like that. Ain't gonna let no Yancey Gates disrespect me. Zip him up. The best was when didn't he take that guy with him to Arizona too? We could use a guy like you at Arizona. What was his name? Mark something. He was good. He was a good player. Chris, who do you like in this one?
Yeah, I got to lean towards the Nets as well. Simply just going back to the well of fading the Heat as a home favorite. I think the Heat could probably win this game, but I could see him win it by 4. Cam Thomas has been playing really well again. I think he has another solid outing here.
He's not playing. He's injured.
Is he injured? Oh. Well, even then, I still think the Nets.
Jay just said Cam Thomas was out.
No, Cam Thomas playing. Dinwiddie and Dennis Smith are hurt. And Claxton and Cameron Johnson, not Cam Thomas.
He could be hurt too.
I was gonna say if I get things for not paying attention on one, that's my fault. But I just think that the Nets keep this one close. 3-0 against the spread on the year, I believe. So let's make it 4. Give me the Nets.
All right. I'm embarrassed for you. Next, we've got a game that these teams seem to play each other all the time. Knicks and the Cavs. Chris, you want to take it?
I'm gonna go back to the under in this one. 8-1 in the last 9 meetings. Knicks defense first team under Tom Thibodeau, and the Cavs for me just haven't been all that impressive offensively. They're also 0-4 against the number. So I just haven't liked what I've seen from the Cavs this season. But again, I think this is going to be just another one of those low-scoring games. We only had 200 points last night. Maybe the blowout had something to do with that, but I still think this one's coming in under the number. I'm taking the under 210.5.
Jay?
Another layup. Going right back to the rim. Hey! With the Knicks. This team has bullied the Cavs. Bullied. I'm talking about they beat the mess out of them last year in the postseason. It was shocking how much they beat the mess out of them. And then last night they did it again. So what changed? What's changed? The only thing that's changed is we're now in New York. I'm taking New York. I'm laying the point.
The thing about the Knicks that we know is when the expectation is there for them to do something is normally when they fall flat on their face. I got to take the Cavs here. I'm not even convinced myself, but I mean for no other reason. But I mean, this is the New York Knicks we're talking about. Probably win by 4 or 5. That's the type of team the Knicks are. They they blow the cover for you.
Yeah. Did you see that last night, Mitch? Shaq as emo Jimmy.
No.
You gotta go see it.
We put Emo Jimmy as our thumbnail for the Heat.
You did?
Yep.
It received rave reviews.
Did it?
Oh yeah.
I didn't see it. The reviews.
It's a beloved. It's now a beloved staple in the Pick Dogs library.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was Gretchen's idea. I told her to go for it.
That's hilarious.
That's how we do it. Pelicans against the Thunder, buddies for life. Jay, you got any thoughts on this thing?
Thunder buddies for life. I'm taking them here, man. The Pelicans, this is the thing. When they're healthy, they're one of the best teams in the NBA. When they're not healthy, this team is just no bueno. And more often than not, what are they? They're not healthy, so they're no bueno. And they're not healthy right now, so they're no bueno. Brandon Ingram, game time decision. They hit us with the roster manipulation the other night. What was it, 10 minutes before game time? He just automatically out of thin air gets listed out. That is disgusting. They need to stop with that. They need to stop with that. Could he play tonight? Possibly, but I doubt he does. The Pelicans, they have dominated this series recently over the Thunder, but the Thunder, beat this team in the play-in last season to make the playoffs. So in the totality of things, the Pelicans have dominated. Recently, the Thunder have had the advantage. I think the Thunder still have the advantage. I think they're even better than they were last year. Short, sweet, simple. Thunder buddies for life.
Yeah, screw the Pelicans. I'm with you. I think that Ingram's not playing, right? So he's out. Zion will probably make it like 5 minutes into the game because he's already played 3 games this season. So, I mean, that is a season's worth for him. So, he'll probably take rest. I'll take the Thunder. Easy money. Watch Chet get all physical with Zion this week. Get all up in his grill.
Yeah, give me the Thunder as well. Obviously, we like them more in the underdog role, but this is a matchup, like you said, where the Pelicans have guys out. This is a completely different team when they don't have their full roster healthy and playing. So, leave me the Thunder here. I really like the makeup of this Thunder team. I think this team's going far this year.
Thunder buddies for life. No Thunder slander in the comments. This is a Thunder program.
150,000 subscribers. It happened. Like when I started, do you think anyone would have picked us to go to 150,000 before all those other guys that started before us?
No, from a standing start.
Chance. It's like we have this number, and none of the other ones will even acknowledge it. That it even happened. Oh, it happened. How many views you got yesterday, Jay? 20,000?
Something like that. Well, yesterday night it was 3 games, so I think 17.
Jay was like, he sent me the text. He said, Chris, imagine getting this text. Like I'm sleeping on the couch. Sends me this shit. Where is it? Trying to take a nap. I got drool going. And I'm out. I get this text. It says, where is it? Oh, unread I'm looking at. All right. It says, I quote, since the start of the season of NBA, I've done over 100,000 views already. That's insane. What do you think my answer was? It's okay. You can say it, Chris. Everyone knows it.
Story.
What?
You're like cool story.
No, I said I was expecting 101.
Fair enough. Yeah,
That's
I
what
can
I
see
said.
that. I can see
That's
that.
what I responded, Chris. That's what I responded. I said, fair enough.
He
I'll be
said,
better
fair
this
enough.
week.
And I said, well, just for that, now it's 102.
Fair enough. I'll try to act more professional tomorrow.
Yep.
We don't look back. We just look forward.
Sorry to have bothered you, sir.
Who here publicly admits they watch the show? 5 more locks. Oh, we got a whole getting. We're like 4 games in. We're like an hour into the show. We only covered 4 games. Chris is a big Zion guy. Chris likes all the guys that sell a lot of jerseys. Oh, here's a crappy game. So the Rockets are favored today.
Yep.
They're not favored all that often, but I think they have some sort of thing that, like, when they are favored, like they win at like a crazy rate.
Let me see. Last year, as a favorite,
They're probably only favored 3 times.
the Houston Rockets were 5-3, straight up. ATS, as a favorite, they were.
We got 95 million views. $7 per 1,000 views. I don't know if that's what we get.
Last year.
I think we get a little more than that.
They were 3-4-1 ATS as a favorite last year.
I don't know how much we get. I'm not really one of those people that's like dialed in on the stats. Oh well, something like that.
Taking them?
Me?
Yeah.
Taking the Hornets for the first time this season. I don't see it. I know the line's going up, but I don't care. I think tonight's Gordon Hayward's coming out party. I think this is like his game. If you're the Hornets and you're thinking about doing anything at all this season, this is a must-win game in week 2.
Yep.
It's a must-win game. You cannot lose this game if you think you're going to playoffs, anything.
Yep.
This will be the one that keeps you out. Taking the Hornets, I don't give a shit what Ruffolo thinks. Chris, what do you think?
I think I'd like to pull a Ruffalo on this one. Like, this is terrible.
Well, that's not going to happen.
No, I know it's not. I guess I lean towards the Rockets at home. I think maybe this line is what it is for a reason. I don't know. Yeah, I lean towards the Rockets here.
I'm taking the Hornets. I'm gonna take the points in my back pocket. I'm not laying points with the Rockets. I'm not doing it. And based on the pure eye test, the Hornets have been the better team thus far this year. The Hornets I don't want to attach that same stigma to the Hornets as last year because they're healthy. You know, LaMelo's here, PJ Washington's here, Hayward's here, Rozier's here. Like, all the guys are here. So I'm with Mitch. I think Mitch hit the nail right on the head. If they're gonna want to compete for that last play-in spot, you know, the 8th seed in the East, they got to win the games like this over the bad teams. They have to do it. So give me the Hornets plus
early in the season, but it's a must-win game. Speaking of must-win, Chicken Nuggets venturing to the house of disappointment.
Let me go first on this one.
Look, now the Mavericks 2 years ago made it to the conference finals.
These are the games right here, the Timberwolves money line. These are the ones. I just can't bring myself to bet it. I took the Nuggets on the gym session yesterday, and I feel bad for it. I really do. But the Nuggets are definitely the better team. The Nuggets, they're the best team in the NBA. They're the defending champs, but the house of disappointment, Chris, was given to them because it goes both ways. It's not just one way. They just lose and suck. It's because even in the spots where they're not supposed to win, they win and disappoint you. That is the name of the house of disappointment, man. I'm taking the Timberwolves. I'm flipping from what I did on the jam session. I'm sorry, Jamsters. And they're on the do not bet list, and it's insane. The Timberwolves are on the do not bet list, but the line screams.
You know why they're on the do not bet list? Because you don't bet on them, Jay. You just don't do it. I don't care. The way that I look at this one, I just say if the Timberwolves are playing any other team, almost any other team, like if they're playing the Lakers or the Hawks or like someone like that, Rockets, man, 15, 20 points. But against the Nuggets, they're dead. You know why? Because they can play their very best game that they're possibly capable of playing and still lose against this team. Because the Nuggets, they're looking better than the team that won the finals last year, 4-1. They look better than that team.
Do remember, though, the Timberwolves did compete with these guys almost better than anybody.
How many games did the Nuggets lose in the playoffs last year?
Didn't the Timberwolves beat them twice?
I don't care. That just gives them more motivation. How many games did the Nuggets lose in the playoffs last year? 1. That was it. Just in the finals. They swept everybody. They're going to kick the shit out of the Timberwolves.
They lost 1 game to the T-Wolves.
No, the Heat.
They lost to the T-Wolves, too.
No way. No one loses to the T-Wolves in the playoffs.
They did lose to the T-Wolves.
I would remember that because there's not too much T-Wolves playoff history here to go through.
Man, I'm finna go look it back it up, man. I'm trying to tell you. I think I remember they lost 1 game.
They lost 1 to Minnesota, 2 to Phoenix, and then 1 to Miami.
Shut up. They lost in overtime to Minnesota. At Minnesota. 114-108. They won the other game in Minnesota, the first game, by 9. They're going to beat the shit out of them.
I left it alone, guys. I don't have a bet in this game. I don't.
I think that Joker's going to have a rare quadruple double. I don't know what that fourth one is, but he's going to get it. Blocks.
I think maybe Karl Anthony Towns or Rudy Gobert is going to get a double-double, but with turnovers instead of rebounds. But yeah, give me the Nuggets all day.
Give me anyone but the Timberwolves.
Mansion of disappointment.
Mansion. We've built new facilities and a better fitness center thanks to the Timberwolves this season already. It's for me. This is just like we always say, trying to catch a falling knife. Not doing it with the Timberwolves, man. Until the Nuggets give me a reason not to, I'm gonna keep betting them, especially against a crap-stained team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. So,
well said.
Give me the Nuggets in this one.
Jay doesn't know what he's talking about. It's like he took the Nuggets last night, and you know why? Because he was thinking straight. Now he's overthought it. Listen to this. He's got the Timberwolves, the Milwaukee freaking Bucks, and the Celtics. All right, get out of your mind. Not on this show, pal. We got the Bulls and the Mavericks.
Mavs for me, short, sweet, simple. Hey, get it out.
So weird because it's like I don't even like the Mavs as favorites in any games except for this one.
Right.
Bulls terrible.
Bulls stink.
They stink, man.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Stink.
I'm with you. I don't want to be laying points with the Mavs a ton this year. I promise you, I do not want to do it. We're not going to do it. No. But the Bulls suck.
This is going to be like 10 points or more. It's like 132, 103 or something. Way over the Mavericks. Chris?
Yeah, I'm taking the Mavs as well.
Oh, I thought you were going to take the Bulls. We're gonna have
No,
to,
I'm taking the Mavs as well. When you have to have a players only meeting after the first game, I think there's some trouble brewing here. I think this Bulls team's going to be major seller when we get to this point later in the season when we start seeing guys get traded. And the Mavericks right now are just playing like a team possessed, especially Luka Doncic. He's come out of the gates firing. So give me the Dallas Mavericks here as well.
can you imagine like if we had like a players only meeting at Pick Dogs with like all the Pick Dogs, like all the people
Oh
that
boy.
watch the videos and like the spot shows and shit.
Chris,
It's like we're having a players only meeting. It's like I'll bring the hookah.
what we getting on on some Luca props? You know, Luca trip dub, 30-point trip
Are you
dub.
doing NBA prop videos? No? Is
Me?
anybody doing
No,
it? Just Mills?
I don't think so.
Just Mills
Just
shop
Mills.
props? So we don't have anything to replace your home run video?
I've been doing the wraparound.
Oh, fuck, no one watches that shit. It's hockey.
Hey,
No one watches that crap.
it's been doing well.
We say it to try and make you feel better, trying to lift you up. No one likes it. It's hockey. We don't even
Okay.
cover hockey on this show. Hurt Chris's feelings. Not easy to do.
No, I've come to expect it at this point. So you can get Luka to score 45 plus at plus 950. If you want to put up another 50 burger, they're not giving me 50 plus with them.
It might go off on the Bulls. Just go off. Kyrie may not play too. Yeah, I can see it. Something crazy.
How many
You can
people
get
out there
Luka.
watch the reach around? It's like I watch.
You're getting 5-6 grand. You can get Luka 12 plus assists to plus 500, but only for 10 plus it's plus 155.
Chris, they're all backing you in the comments with your reach around.
Oh,
I watch.
I don't know where I would be if I didn't get a daily reach around. I love it.
I'll tune in for some Rod videos today. Haven't watched those in a while. What are Rod's videos doing?
I just watch you guys' videos to fade your ass.
I just watch your video. Fade your ass, switching, flip flopping, nuggets, Timberwolves bullshit. I already put my parlay in, and I busted that shit up. It's like I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Oh man, they kill me when they say that, man.
Bust up my parlay.
Busted up my parlay.
Busted it up. That was
Magic.
like during the pandemic, we're doing the show. And one of the comments like, "Man, I just wish the Houston Rockets would bust up my parlay." It's like there's no games. All right, what else we got? Jazz and the Grizzlies. I kind of like the Grizzlies here. But I can't bet it. Because they blocked my account after that Pacers bet. Limited my ass.
Yeah, this one's one I don't love either. But I'll go with the Grizzlies here. Jazz defensively have been shaky, to put it nicely, and this could be a spot where we finally see the Grizzlies offense break out. The line's dropping, so I'll take the Memphis Grizzlies plus the 2.
Chris, no, bro. You preached to me earlier. You don't want to catch a falling knife. Don't do it with the Grizzlies. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, but this one's a butter knife. At least if you catch it, it's not that
No,
sharp.
it's not, Chris. It's not a butter knife. It's a razor sharp knife that everybody don't understand how sharp it is. I'm talking about this is one of the sharpest knives of all. You don't want to know why? Because the Grizzlies suck on the road. They suck. Last year, there was only one team that was worse than them on the road. It was the Golden State Warriors. They were 14, 29, and 1 ATS out on the road last year. They only covered in 32.6% of their road games. And they're worse this year by far. They suck. This team could be one of the worst in the West. Everybody thinks that just because Ja Morant is out, that they were going to be just fine. They're going to compete till he come back. I don't think so. It's going to be over with before you get there. We're fading the Grizzlies damn near every chance we get. A lot of you laughed at me when I told you they weren't making the postseason. I'm doubling down. They might be 14th in the West this year. That's how bad I think they are. I think the Jazz are just better. That's why the Jazz are favored at home. I'm taking the Jazz. I'm laying the point.
Hey, anyone that signed up for my betting syndicate, you're kicking ass. So I think hopefully you guys are getting the reports. But kicking some butt before we get kicked out. So if you haven't done that and something you're interested in doing, if you have it works best with credit accounts, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't work as well with FanDuel and DraftKings and all that stuff. But if you have a credit account with a book and you have a $3,000 credit line, freaking you guys should light it up. I'm telling you. I did a video on it. I'm gonna put it in the comments. I was just looking I just got a statement. That's why. I never look at it. I just look at it once a month. You guys should look at it. Anyways, I'm taking the Grizz. Chris, did you give your pick already?
Yeah, I did.
All right, I'm sick of it already. I'm not going to hear it again. Celtics. I'll take the Celtics.
Are you going to fade the Celtics all 82?
Yep.
Damn.
All the way into the playoffs. It's going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
What if they Brian Bitler Diamondbacks your ass? You still going to fade them?
Ain't going to happen. Kings Warriors. Not going to happen. Because it's a point spread sport. And the spreads will be way too high on the Celtics all season long. You know why? Because they're bad value.
Fair enough.
They're bad value because they're a square popular team. Like Chris.
I think that's the good explanation of Chris, a square popular.
Square popular team.
Fight back, Chris. Don't let him do like that, man. Fight back.
I got nothing because it's better than being called around. So it's I got nothing at this point. I'm gonna just let him have it because at least I got some sharp edges. Other than that, I got nothing.
He's he says that, but I fade his ass every day.
Oh, y'all crack me up.
I love when they turn it into in the comments. They turn it into a picking contest between us. That's always the best for me. Jay told Mitch they were going to win that game. It's I've had a couple winners too. It's on those, I've never won. If it's me against Jay or me against Chris.
You don't see the Jay Mitch told your ass comment. You don't see him?
Never. Only one game ever has that happened.
42-6.
42-6 at Outson. Warriors and Kings. These guys already played. So rematch. Chris, you want to go first?
Yeah. Yeah, it is rematch, and I think the loss of De'Aaron Fox for this game probably going to hurt the Sacramento Kings here. It's not easy to replace a guy that's putting up 31 points per game so far this season. He put up 39 in that game against the Warriors in the first meeting. No one player doesn't make a whole team, and it is baked into the line, but I just think it's going to be hard to replace that production for the Sacramento Kings. Golden State Warriors. They lost their lone home game this season, but it's a team that normally plays their best at home, and I think they just blow past Sacramento here. So give me the Golden State Warriors in the points.
I'm 0-4 in Warriors games this year. It's because they flipped, man. Last year they were money at home and terrible on the road, but thus far this year they've been money on the road and terrible at home. So I don't know. What I do think here is just on a pure basketball level, I would lay it here with Golden State. Yeah, Chris hit it on the head. I think De'Aaron Fox missing is a lot. He's kind of like a baby Halliburton, meaning I think the Pacers more so than any team are one player centric. Like Halliburton runs that team. Fox kind of does the same here. Only thing is the Kings have better second tier players than the Pacers do, so they can pick up the slack a little more than the Pacers can. But Fox runs this whole operation as well. I think without him in there, the light-skinned man that has been on a mission. If you haven't watched the Warriors recently, I know you've just been sitting there shaking your head like, God damn, look at Curry, man, because I sure have. He's off to it already this year, Mitch. I understand why you got him in your 1-2. I think, I still probably got the two white guys, but I probably got Curry right at there at 3.
Ahead of LeBron?
Yeah, man.
Ahead of Tatum?
Ahead of Tatum.
Hate Tatum.
Jokic, Luka.
Let me ask you a more important question.
So I would lay it here.
Would you buy sports picks from this guy? I'm just wondering. I'm just throwing it out there. Interested? Speechless.
Damn, find sports picks from Rick Moranis.
Ooh, it's a good way. That's a good way to get relegated back to the drive-through. Where's Chris? He sent his ass back. Hey, good run.
Yeah, it was nice knowing everybody. It was good seeing you. Thanks for all the laughs. But hey, look at where you are now.
All right, I posted my video in the thing. You guys can watch it later. You can make some money. Yeah, I'm going to go on the Warriors in this one. They just beat the Kings pretty badly, and I think that in these rematch games, it usually doesn't turn out too well for the team looking for revenge. Unless, of course, they're taking advice from this guy right here. But, you like that one, don't you?
I do.
What kind of haircut was I working with? I had hair. What kind of cut is that? What exactly is going on here?
Money man, Mitch.
I really don't even understand this picture. I think I look better than that now.
Did you have a tripod there or was somebody holding the camera?
I think I had a tripod.
Driving by. Why is this old man out here?
What the hell's going on? Oh, is he giving out pics? I'm fading his ass.
And now look at you.
Now look at me. Got 150,000 people subscribed just to fade me.
How you do it?
Just here to
How you
fade
write
your
it
ass.
up on the illustrator?
Just here to fade your ass. I used to wear the glasses, man. I wear contacts now. I used to wear the glasses for a long time. People would say, I hate your glasses. I hate you. I hate your glasses. I'm going to kill you. Let's see. Got. Oh, just. Uh-oh. I got the wrong games here. What the hell happened to my screen? Oh, just one more game. All All right. Well, one more basketball game. Is there hockey today?
Yeah, 4.
Oh, Clippers and the Lakers. Now, this one to me really comes down if Kawhi and Paul George are playing. So I like the Clippers if they are playing. I still like the Clippers if they're not playing, but I just don't like them as much. Chris? WWKD.
Yeah, I'm right there in that same boat with you. I don't see him popping up on any injury report, but it's like we've said in the past, they could pop up.
It is
20
on
minutes
the
before
injury
game
report,
starts.
though. But it is on the
Oh,
injury report.
I didn't see anything on the one I was looking at. Let me.
Ty Lue said it was questionable last night after the game.
Oh, okay.
On Don Best, it says question mark rest.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, like I said, I'm with you. If they play, I think you're getting a steal of a line at 7, and if they don't,
Jay
well, I
tried
think
to
they're
tell
still
me
in the-
about the Panthers on Sunday. Tried to tell me. Tried to tell me.
Tyronn Lue, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard are certain to play second leg of a back-to-back on Wednesday.
The funny thing is, in our circuit picks, we we have a split entry, so I had the Panthers in that one anyway. Really doesn't matter, does it? I won on Panthers.
I loved the Panthers this past week. I loved them. They were my play of the day, play of the week. That's crazy. The Panthers 0-6. Cash it.
I'm just here to fight the Celtics, man. Gobert over 11.5 rebounds. He'd have to not play like a lazy, worthless sack of shit for that to happen. I like the under. Sorry, Rod. And when the probability of Gobert not playing like a lazy ass sack of shit while Joker's having a field day on his ass, the probability is about zip. You think Gobert's going to grab 11.5 boards on Joker?
You know, we didn't even talk about our guy getting fired. Fired his ass.
We haven't got there yet. We're up doing football next. We got time.
Oh, okay.
I don't even ask Chris to keep time anymore. Drop the
He knows
ball.
better.
We got the Lakers and the Clippers still. Chris, did you give a pick or did you pass on this one?
Yeah, no, I took the Clippers and the points.
All right.
I'm laying it with the next show. I know the Clippers have dominated this series, and I know the Clippers look good last night, but if those guys don't play, I don't know who the hell play. Because they don't got no bench. They don't. I think the Lakers understand what they need to do this season to not fall behind. I think they lock in here and beat up on the Clippers for the first time in a good minute. I'm going to lay it with the Lake Show.
All right, we got football next. We got Maction, but first, Josh McDaniels fired as head coach of the Raiders. Any of this have to do with Devontae Adams slamming his helmet on the bench?
It also came out that Devontae Adams asked for a trade a couple weeks ago, and they told his ass no. Yeah, that came out yesterday.
Who do you think would be the perfect fit for Devontae Adams? I know who it is, but they wouldn't trade him there. It's the Chiefs. They're dying for a wide receiver. Dying. He'd be a perfect fit there. Almost too perfect. Start dating Taylor Swift. Controversy ensues. Did you hear Devon? Did you hear Adams was dating Taylor Swift? Let's start the rumor.
Did you see DeAndre Jordan dressed up as Taylor Swift for Halloween?
No.
Oh, man. Maction.
McDaniels is fired. Chris has got nothing to say about because he's a Patriots assistant. Chris is, once again, sucks up to anything the Patriots say or do.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Not
Yeah,
at all.
you do.
No.
You always have, and you always will.
No way. No. McDaniels deserved to get fired. He deserved to get fired weeks ago with that kicking the field goal when you're down 8 debacle, and I think he was just on borrowed time, and surprised it didn't happen sooner.
What's your Twitter again? I'm blocking your ass while I'm here. While I'm on Twitter. I don't know, man. All right, let's think about what we've done. We'll move on to action. I'll give you some time to think about what you've done. Jay, how's your quarterback list looking right now?
It's all over the place, man. NFL's flipped on its head. I haven't released it in quite some time.
No, that's why I'm asking. Well, I'm looking for these games.
I know. I think I'll update it after this week. After this weekend, it's a lot of action going on this weekend. We'll learn a lot about these teams.
Bowling Green taking on Ball State. Oof. The pride of Muncie, Indiana. And then you got Bowling Green. Freddie the Falcon. He'll be out tonight.
That's the name of the Bowling Green Falcon, Freddie?
Yep. And then there's the woman Falcon, Frida.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
You learn something new every day.
What's like starts with an F? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm moving back and
Anything to
forth.
say
This
about
one.
this, Chris? Because I don't.
The other game is where I'd much rather say nothing, but I lean towards Bowling Green here. They've just been the better team so far over the course of the season. Ball State 0-4 against the spread on the road, and that includes games against Georgia and Kentucky. But even in conference, they lost to Eastern Michigan by 14, Western Michigan by 18. I think Bowling Green, they've done a good job beating up on the lesser teams in the MAC, like Akron and Buffalo, and they get another double-digit win here. So give me Bowling Green laying the points.
Nice.
I lean towards Bowling Green. There's plenty of action tonight. I won't be betting college football tonight. None of these games jump off the page to me. Ball State, they've competed in a couple games, but they got their doors blown off in a couple as well. Tonight, probably get their doors blown off again on the road. I like Frida now. Frida and who? Freddie?
Frida and Freddie the Falcon.
Let's do it. Freddie. What do they fly the field?
No, they're just fake. They're just dressed up. People dressed up like a bird.
I thought they were real Falcons.
No way. That's Auburn has the eagle.
It is Bowling Green we're talking about. They should beat up on Ball State here. When I think Ball State, I think hoops. Not football.
Ball State. Shitty game, man. I don't care about this one. Akron against Kent State. I find the games that I really don't care about, I really get slaughtered in. These are two horrible teams, man.
I ain't there. I got 12 NBA games, or 13 NBA tonight. I ain't messing with college football, me personally. Saturday, I'll be back. Or no, then we got some good games tomorrow. We got some good games this week, during the week. Tomorrow, we got TCU Texas Tech, so I'm there tomorrow. Oh, and my boys tomorrow, Duke tomorrow. So yeah, I will have some college football, but not this mess. Akron's terrible. I'm not laying points with Akron, so give me the points with Kent State. I know they're just as bad, but I'm not laying points with Akron. I'd rather have the points in my back pocket. It's a 3-point game either way.
I think I'm gonna take Akron and lay the points. I'd probably buy it down to 3 and pretend it didn't happen. Speaking of not happening, NHL, Mr. Reach Around, what do you got, Chris, for us today?
Well,
Your show is the wrap around, but on here your segment's called the Reach Around. And
Reach around. Okay, fair enough. One thing I was really looking at for that Buffalo and Philadelphia game, I like the correct score of 3-2 for either. I mean, you go either side, it's paying out the same plus 2,500. I don't know. I kept looking at that game and I just kept getting back to 3-2. So I put a couple bucks on that. I also like that game to go to overtime. I think plus 325 on that. But I really like the Blues here plus 1.5 against the Avalanche. Missing 2 of their top defensemen, it looks like, and even if they play, they're going to be far from 100%. They're a better team than getting shut out 4-0 in back-to-back games, but it also looks like they're going to be starting their backup goalie for the first time this year. I think St. Louis could catch him here, so I'll take St. Louis plus 1.5.
2-team parlay for me. Short, sweet, simple. Square parlay on the board. I don't care. We back on them again tonight. We're taking the Coyotes, and of course, we're gonna parlay them up with the Stars.
Puck line. Stars puck line against Calgary. Puck line.
I like it even more.
Stars puck line for me. Solo NHL pick. Parlayed up with the over in the Diamondbacks Rangers. Parlayed up with your Indiana Pacers.
I thought you were going to say yours, Chicago Bulls.
Your Indiana Pacers.
I steal that bit on my jam session sometimes. They love it when I do it.
Your Chicago Bulls. I love that shit. The night they beat the Nets in the playoff, they were 11-point dogs, 11.5 points like a few years ago. I kept saying that in the sports book, like everyone was on the Nets. I'm like, no way. Your Chicago Bulls. We got to get some music. Maybe I'll make an intro for this show. That'd be fun. Anyone else got anything to say for themselves? Hey, you gonna flip flop any more of your jam session picks?
Hey man, I know they're gonna be mad at me. I don't have a
worst. I mean, it's one thing to flip flop on your jam session picks, but it's another thing to it was another thing to go against a do not bet list pick.
I know, Mitch. I know. It's as bad as it gets, man. I know. But
people are gonna say bad things about us.
They're gonna cuss me out.
You're gonna get a negative YouTube comment.
Fair enough, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. I do got a parlay for y'all though. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go with the Milwaukee Bucks. We're gonna go with the Washington Wizards. And we're gonna parlay them all up with, last but certainly not least, I've learned my lesson. I'm done, at least for a good minute, fading that light skinned man and taking the Golden State Warriors as well and laying the points.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. It was a short show, but we covered a lot. You do the best you can. in the little time you're allotted. We'll be back for the NFL this afternoon. I'm also in the drive-through. Make it a winning day. Try and act more professional tomorrow. You stay the hell away from those Minnesota Timberwolves and those Celtics. You know what's more important. Tell that Jason Tatum out.